sure you listen to my command at all times. Defend yourselves at all times. That's for the belt, boys. You know what to do.
Referee for this one, Peter Hickmott.
Well, the action begins. Your referee in charge, Peter Hickmott.
Featherweight belt on the line. It's Jenkins, who has UFC ambitions, up against Jesse Medina to settle the score once and for all.
Speaking of UFC ambitions, good to see Jimmy Crute, teammate of Jack Jenkins, here in the house tonight. No doubt he'd be helping Jack get ready for tonight. Nice low kick there by Jack and a knee. Jack off to a good fast start here. The champ is looking very, very good so far. Very quick. Look at that, Drew.
And buoyed on by Sam Hibbert's victory to take the bantamweight belt. Here in the featherweight, Jenkins and Medina. Just in the clinch, both fighters at the moment.
Yeah, this is a good spot for Jesse. Keeping the pressure on the champ, but Jack doing a good job of taking the back. Almost. He's got one hook in. Look for him to use that right hand to establish a choke, and he uses the cage. Very sneaky there by Jack. That looks tight, but Jesse does well, turning into him. Now he's in a good spot, is the challenger.
He rode that out nicely, Medina. Did what he had to get Jenkins off balance. Now looking for the takedown. Here's Medina. Of course, victorious last time these two met. And since then, Jenkins has been just about unstoppable.
Yeah, and these guys are just trying to feel each other out here. You know, both guys very, very well versed when it comes to grappling. Jack, very, very experienced. And you can see he's made improvements since last fighting Jesse. That fight was 3.5 years ago. Definitely looking for a different result as the champion here at Eternal 57.
It's a long time in mixed martial arts.
Yeah, and you can make so much progress. You know, even within, you know, a couple of years, you can almost become a completely different fighter. And like I said earlier, as he was walking out, his performance against Diogo Pereira, probably one of the best performances I've seen from a featherweight here at Eternal. And you can see him just that high parry, deflecting that jab, looking to land those knees as he, once again, Medina finding himself up against the cage.
Very composed, Medina. Jenkins the aggressor early here in round one. His featherweight belt on the line here, Jack Jenkins, tonight.
Yeah, and Jack's going to punish those legs. He's going to put a lot of venom. A lot of venom if Jesse gives him the chance. And you can see the welt already just on the mid-calf of Jesse Medina, courtesy of Jack. The champ making a statement, and again he goes low.
Jenkins again controlling position. Medina doing well to avoid the takedown. Looks for a takedown himself.
Yeah, pretty dominant round for Jack so far as we approach the last minute. I guess in the eyes of the judges, you know, Jack spent most of the time pressing Jesse up against the cage, establishing position, landing leg kicks from the outside. Jesse yet to have an answer for what Jack is showing him at this stage. But it is a 5-round championship fight. Don't go anywhere at this stage. Jack looking good though, Drew Forbes.
He is just controlling proceedings on his terms for now.
You know, if you're sitting at home watching, it might not seem as entertaining as, I guess, some of the fights we've seen earlier on. But these guys are working hard. What they're doing here, pummeling, clinching, breaking. It's very, very taxing on the body. And a good cross-check there by Jesse Medina. Jack's got to be careful he doesn't catch the clean shin. He might do more damage to himself as opposed to, that's better from Jack. That outside leg kick followed by that stiff jab. He's starting to loosen up now.
Yeah, and he's limping Medina a little bit on that leg. So they're hurting him. He needs to get this on the ground, but Jenkins was ready for that advance.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful, and that's big, especially those last minutes of the round. That almost seals the first round for Far Jack, I'd have to say, Jury.
Yeah, wonderful finish for Jenkins, and you were straight onto it, T, but those leg kicks, they are starting to take a toll. His team just having a look at his leg as we speak.
Yeah,
we saw the visible pain that he was in as we have a look at the round one highlights.
Yeah, no, they're not fun, and you can't eat too many of those, and if you look at that choke there, wasn't in fully. However, Far Jack, that rear leg kick to the mid-calf, shades of Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor from what we saw in a UFC main event not too long ago here at Eternal 57, our main event, once again targeting that mid-calf, and Jesse Medina doesn't want to put any more weight than necessary on that lead leg. Jack,
and he's still limping right now too.
Yeah.
He's limping right now at the start of the second on that left leg.
Yeah, no, you can see it. You can see it clearly. Look for Far Jack to target that early here in the second. And that could be a key to victory, as they say in the industry.
Second round here. The stakes are high.
Yeah, see that? See how Jesse's checking those legs instead of turning his foot out. And that there is evidence of the damage that Far Jack has done as Jesse Medina goes down. This could be very close to being stopped. Peter Hickmott watching very closely. He can't stand up, Jury.
He's in big trouble here, Medina, with that leg.
No,
and Jenkins knows it.
This is it. He's going in for the kill here. This fight's over. No, that's it.
It's all over. It's all over. Jack Jenkins retains his featherweight belt here at Eternal MMA 57. Clinical from Jenkins.
No, and it wasn't far from being over, and we said it during the break. The calf kicks from the champ were the difference in this fight. He just could not handle the heat for Jesse Medina, and you saw it. He couldn't stand up, and when you can't stand up, you have no choice but to go down. But when you're in there with the guy as dangerous as the champ, it's not going to work out well for you. And still, Jury Forbes, and still.
And still, I'm sure we'll hear from Daniel Maudsley shortly. Jack Jenkins, who is on a mission, a crusade, all the way to the top to the UFC. As we have a look here, it was a well-executed game plan. He knew exactly Medina was hurt, and he targeted that left leg accordingly and got the job done.
Yeah, and you can see there the damage had already been done. Far Jack giving him a few for good measure for his efforts. Jesse Medina, nonetheless, by far one of Far Jack's best performances, right up there with his finish of Diego Pereira. The champ is here, ladies and gentlemen.
So we'll wait the judges to make it official. Jack Jenkins gains redemption over Medina, a victory he badly wanted. Here's Daniel.
So ladies and gentlemen, our referee has called a stop to this contest at 31 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner by TKO, and still the Eternal Featherweight Champion, Far Jack Jenkins.